Well, all that you said is very interesting, especially the fact that you've been able to interview folks who live in Israel. As we all know here, our current administration in Washington is not Israel friendly. And I have two parts to the question. Number one, have you spoken with any people who supported our current administration during the last election, and whether or not they've changed their opinion because of subsequent attacks? And also, have you talked to the people in Israel and what their feeling is about the United States and the type of support they're giving?
Okay, so if I'm understanding your question, in America, the Jewish community actually in America typically votes Democrat. They were very supportive of the current president that we have, President Obama. They've had some ups and downs in America. The American Jewish community, not all of the American Jewish community votes Democrat. There is a religious community within America that does not. So again, it's like us. Typically, as Americans, the religious will vote more conservative than are more moderate or non-religious. Same kind of goes for the Jewish community. But when you're in Israel and you're living in Israel, you're an Israeli, they might vote in their own party liberal, but I'm going to tell you right now, they are more supportive over there of a Republican, because the Republican president has been better for them, even though they recognize that the Republican presidents that we've had have not been 100% supportive of them. So does that kind of answer your question? Has anybody really changed their mind here? It's up and down. Over there? No. I mean, it's always been the same. Yes, sir.
In your estimation, what is the level of support for Netanyahu right now for his re-election?
Well, you have to understand how their political system works. It's different than ours. I would say that Bibi's part of the Likud party, so it's the party ticket that gets voted, not the person. The Likud will probably come out again. Kadimah's trying to weaken it using the whole tent economic issue. If Bibi comes out strong, and Yuval is his finance manager, and I know Yuval very well, if they come out and they really actually do another set of cutting of taxes, making housing a little more affordable, and really that'll come out if they can boost the wage, lower the tax burden, tighten up their form of IRS, and naturally raise up the income levels, it'll be his party will be in. Now, his party will have to decide then, based on the elections and the strength of coalition that they can build, who will be their prime minister. I think Bibi's still safe. I think. But that can change. In Israel, that can change just like that. So, I don't know. The economic issue is very hard over there. It's wealthy. They're busting at the seams with resources.
I noticed that Bibi was really on the news a year or two ago, but now we don't see much.
Our news.
You know, for the last year, I've spent a lot of time over there. I would say that if he has not been on, because he's been speaking, he's been over here several times speaking with President Obama and speaking at different events such as AIPAC and some different Jewish into Congress, before Congress. So he's been traveling a lot over here. Maybe the news just doesn't want to pick up on it, because he really has been he's actually been really a rock star when it comes to talking.
There was a very interesting woman a couple of years ago that was helping with Israel. I think after, I believe it was Israel. There was a woman over in the Middle East, either Israel or somewhere, that was involved politically, and now she's disappeared. And I'm not sure, I don't remember her name.
I would have to have a name to be able to, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
She would take over after somebody was gone.
I don't know. You know, the political, just to give you kind of a picture of the political dynamics of Israel, Israel is made up of a party system. So you can end up having 10, 15 parties, right, on an election cycle. Everybody goes in, the party decides who's on the ticket. Then everybody goes to vote, and they have to go to their party that they choose. So if they're registered as a Likud, they got to go to their Likud party spot. I've been to the voting with people, so I know, I see the process. Been there for election night. And then once the elections are decided, and the two major parties, or 2 or 3 major parties, are in kind of a leadership position, formal leadership isn't decided until one of the main party, which this time was Likud, could build a coalition. So they had to get the smaller parties to come alongside of them. They still maintain their party, but they come into a coalition with the Likud. And then that coalition offers up the presidency or offers up the prime minister. But the president of Israel has to I believe it's the president of Israel decides who that is. So it could, for you, it could be one of the parties and the party no longer exists. I mean, things fluctuate within their politics so much that it's really kind of crazy. The one thing that I've talked a lot about with people is them getting to a place where you're actually electing an individual and not a party. And they need to get down to that. Yes, ma'am.
We have to be out of here at 1, and we started late, and I apologize.
You're
and we
fine.
still have a few more things to cover before we leave. And forgive us underneath the podium. Okay. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, and I'll hang around for anybody that wants to talk to me, ask me questions afterwards. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tani, so much. We appreciate your taking time, and you're such an articulate and courageous spokesperson for Israel. We just appreciate you so much, and best wishes in your other tours coming up. And this is just a little token of our appreciation.
Oh, you guys, you didn't have to do
It's
that.
our special Gig Hard Republican Women mug.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It is for the car. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.